Thank you for joining me. If you see me tonight live late for my midnight reading, great. If you're not seeing me till tomorrow or whenever you Google this, welcome. I want to go ahead and do a reading now with this new moon eclipse energy. I want to see what's going on for divine masculine and divine feminines in an extended version of the current July 2018 energy that is being affected by this eclipsed moon. Okay, so there's going to be some very interesting transformations going on. So let's see what's going on into your destiny with your divine lover. Now, if you guys are familiar, eclipses generally bring something out of you or bring something out of somebody else. They kind of take a hold of what's been kept behind or kept secret, and it kind of has a funny way of dragging it to the forefront. Once the eclipse is over, the current energy is kind of forced to the outside view. So whatever was kept pushed back or restrained is now going to be kind of released. It's like the universe is unlocking a key to a closed door that was locked. So you're probably going to notice some transformations in your relationship. Okay, so let's see what's going on. Divine feminine, divine masculine. Hi. I'm going to go ahead and see the divine feminine on top. Okay, so let's do the divine feminine on top, and I will do the masculine on the bottom. Let me get my desk here ready for you guys. Get this set up. All right, all right. Okay, so you guys can see. Hi there, little lioness. Welcome, welcome. Okay, so, woo, all right, we've already got stuff flying out at me. Okay, divine feminine. We're going to do divine feminine on top. We have the Three of Swords, divine feminine on top. All right. What do I have going on to go with that? Ooh, surprise. Bright baby. Okay, bright baby. This is my circus deck. This generally means the sun is shedding light onto a dark situation. When I have bright baby and the Three of Swords together, there's going to be some light shown down on a third love kind of affair with the divine feminine. It's me, Lynette. Hi, Lynette. I'm so glad to see you. It's so late. So there's a third party scenario for the divine feminine. Now, this is either you having a third relationship or your partner. Okay, I'm going to get to the nitty gritty. But with the bright baby, it means this little secret, this little puppy right here. There's going to be some light shown onto this secret. There's going to be some truth exposed. I feel like that third party person is unaware of your true love. Someone's unaware of a true love. Then I have the Velvet Queen. Now this kind of represents like the Snow Queen, the Queen of Swords, a very serious feminine energy in the divine feminine area. Very interesting. Kind of like the Queen of Swords. What do I have going on with that in the heart space for the divine feminine? Eight of Cups. All right, so we've got the Snow Queen, the Velvet Queen, and the Eight of Cups for the feminine. This is in your heart space. You feel like someone's walked away from you. Someone hasn't really given you the time of day. Maybe you're feeling a little ghosted, or someone's not giving you the attention you've been wanting. Or this could be you walking away from that third party scenario. However it resonates for you, please let me know. But I do feel like she's going to make up her mind about a specific person. She's got one or two people that she's probably talking to, and she's going to leave one behind. She's not going to continue with this other relationship. What do I have going on in the divine feminine Environment. What is influencing her? What's her environment? The divine feminine. Wow, we have confetti. That's interesting. This is like a happy time. This is happiness, beauty. This is like the Three of Cups. Okay, it's enjoying your family, enjoying your friends, enjoying your environment, enjoying your work, being happy, being thrilled, celebrating good moments. Good things are happening to you. That's your environment. To be sure, let's go ahead and clarify the environment of the divine feminine. Let's please clarify the environment of the divine feminine. Put that so you guys can see better. The environment of the divine feminine. Oh, okay. Yep, Page of Cups. Very interesting. The divine feminine with confetti. You're getting kind of happy this month of July. This is kind of an extended version. What's going on with this eclipse? It's revealing some secret lovers. There is some secret lovers that want to give themselves to you. There's somebody that wants to offer some kind of relationship or affection to the feminine energy. Now, can you be a male resonating in the feminine energy? Yes. So please take what resonates for you. But this is being really paid attention to. It's kind of ironic. You're not that paid attention to by someone that you love very dearly. And that situation is going to have some light shed on it. We're going to get to the truth of that. But in your masculine energy, male or female, offering themselves to you, okay? That's in your environment in the form of romance and friendship, okay? What is the outcome? Oh, okay. That was cool. The outcome for the feminine, brilliant virgin. This means you're saving yourself for someone. Even though you have someone offering themselves, the feminine is saving herself for a divine lover. She's toying with the notion that she can have options, that she can have a relationship with someone. She's ready to save herself for her true love. Okay, kind of being chaste, like the virgin. To clarify this brilliant virgin, what effect do we have from this eclipse moon? What effect do we have from the eclipse moon for the divine feminine? We have the Hanged Man. It makes perfect sense. The divine feminine is the brilliant virgin with the Hanged Man. You're going to continue to save yourself, friend. Okay? You are saving yourself for someone that you love very much. That's a divine lover. That's your twin. Okay? It also means that you're not really trying to be romantic with anybody else but this person, which is very interesting. And now I'm going to bring it all together with details, but I'm also going to do the masculine here on the bottom. Spirit, please give me a reading for the masculine. He got cherry on top. This is very interesting. This means he's dealt with a lot of different kinds of drama. He's finally reaping what he's sowing. More profitable with jobs. And he is also going to have, clarifying that, we have the Five of Cups. So I kind of feel like the cherry on top with the Five of Cups for the masculine means he is divine feminine. He's a little sad about it. He's regretting what he did to her or him, however you resonate in that energy, and he wants to change. This cherry on top means he kind of realizes it's the straw that broke the camel's back. He's kind of finally having an epiphany that I did something wrong. Here's what I did wrong. Kind of represents the last straw that broke the camel's back. It's like the final phase of change. 5 represents change. This is the 5 of Cups. So there's a final ending and clearing to an epiphany for the masculine. Okay. What is going on in the masculine's heart? What is going on in the masculine's heart? Okay. I had this earlier this week. We have Steampunk Priestess. This means he's finally seeing the truth. male or female, the masculine has the goggles on. He's finally aspecting the regrets of his life, playing it back like a movie and saying, okay, here's where I went wrong. My Cancer man definitely has been doing me wrong. I don't know what to do. I'm truly heartbroken. I'm so sorry to hear that, hun. We're going to get some more details in a minute. But he's finally looking back at what happened, and he's learning from his mistakes. He's gaining more knowledge, and he's trying to see what he can do to fix this, because there is a lot of regret. But he is seeing the mistakes. He's not blind to it anymore. Please clarify this steampunk princess, this new information being shined down from this eclipse for the masculine. Okay. We have Temperance. This is new information that brings healing. Thank you. I hope all is well. Sending love and light to you. Oh, you're so welcome, honey. This is finding healing and new information. Again, I'm feeling like this new eclipse for the divine masculine is definitely having him see things for what they truly are. And not just in the feminine, but seeing things for how he really is. The mistakes he's made, the desires he has. The Archangel Raphael is really shedding some light down onto him. And he's saying, look, this is what you need to fix. This is what needs healing. There's something getting brought to the forefront that he acknowledges needs to be dealt with. And what is the environmental factors for the masculine? What is in the masculine's environment? What is influencing him? These are people around him. These are situations and things like that. We have a date with destiny. So the divine masculine has a date with destiny. This means that spirit is definitely giving him something to deal with. This is that karma I was feeling that the masculine has to deal with. I also feel like this could be a feminine energy around him that is definitely supposed to be there. Now, in terms of a karmic partner, yes, this can relate. In terms of a mother or sister or friend, that can also relate. But there is a feminine energy around the masculine that is supposed to be there for the purpose of helping him awaken. I'm so happy you're alive right now. I'm so glad too. Yay. Hey guys, it's the eclipse. How could I not be live the night of the eclipse? Okay? By the way, this is the eclipse in Cancer. So this is going to bring forward a lot of feelings. A lot of feelings. It's going to shed some light on some much needed dark secrets. Okay? So when the eclipse goes over the moon, it's like all of a sudden mother and nurturing and that energy gets shut down for a minute. Because the sun and the spirit of truth and the 8th house and the secrets are being looked at. It's dark. They're coming alive. They're coming out to be kind of creeping around and facing forward. And as soon as the eclipse is over, the light is shining on all the secrets that were just exposed. The best way I can explain it is like cockroaches crittering around in the night, in the dark, on a counter because the lights are off. And all of a sudden, somebody turns the lights on and everyone can see all the cockroaches that are there laying on the counter, scribbling away to go back into hiding. That's kind of like what's going on with the secrets, with this eclipse. Okay, clarifying a date with destiny. Check it out, guys. We have a new relationship. This is for the masculine energy. There's a new relationship and there is an option. So I feel like with a date with destiny, I know not a lot of people want to hear this, but the masculine has a feminine energy around you. It could be you or it could be a friend. But basically the masculine has some options. They have more than one person to choose from. Not only that, there's a feminine energy that is aspecting their decisions. This is in his environment. He is dealing with a relationship. It could just be friendly. It could be family. Okay, it doesn't have to be romantic. but he's dealing with a relationship that is trying to help him look at his options. And he's a little bit distracted, okay? He's looking at options and he's saying, okay, here's what you want me to do, Destiny, but I'm not quite sure which one I want to pick. I'm not quite sure what I want to do. But there is a relationship coming forward, okay? And this is part of his path, his destiny. It's meant to happen. It is the growth. It is the starting of a new relationship. And it is in his environment. Now with the Page of Cups in the same arena for the feminine, look how they aspect each other. I'm going to give you two outcomes for two different kinds of twins. There are some twins that are talking to other people. The feminine's doing it and the masculine's doing it. There is a third party kind of situation at play, and the feminine is well aware of it. Spiritually, she may not know, she may not have been told, she may not have it down for facts, but there is definitely intuition if that's the case. And that goes for the masculine as well. But here we have somebody courting the feminine, and here we have, the masculine courting somebody else. Or the other situation that I'm going to bring forward is, in the past, this is masculine, this is feminine. In the past, the masculine is regretting the heartache and pain he caused the feminine with a third-party relationship. Cherry on top means he's learning something. And you guys, if you are getting together in union and communicating, you guys are starting to see that there's a possibility that this relationship is going to happen right now again. There's a possibility that you and your masculine are going to be in union very soon. By the way, 7 of Cups represents months. That's the 7th month of the year, which is July. So for some people, you are starting a more intimate, loving relationship with your twin. You are actually communicating more and becoming intimate. Okay, let's see what the outcome is for the masculine. What is the outcome for the masculine energy? What is the outcome for this divine masculine in the month of July, dealing with this moon eclipse, this Cancer moon eclipse? What is the outcome? What's going to happen for the masculine? Divine masculine. Divine masculine. What's going to happen for you, hun? What's going to happen for the divine masculine? What's going to happen? It's taking a minute, guys. Sometimes it happens. Interesting. I had this before. We have supernova. I got this earlier this week, and it's pretty unique. We have supernova. For this eclipse is going to bring out a big, big part of him that's been dying to explode. This is going to be his passion, his creative desires, be his love, his career. There's going to be a respect to the divine artship, that if there's a secret hidden in regards to a third party, that it's going to explode. Like, you're going to hear about it from the rooftops. It's really going to explode. This secret's going to come out and just be a bomb. Someone's not going to see it from left field. It's just going to come out of nowhere. You're going to be like, what? Even though you had intuition. If that's resonating for somebody, it's going to come out of nowhere. You're kind of going to be shocked. And for him, it's going to be the straw that breaks the camel's back. And the cherry on top, which I will read in a minute. Let's go ahead and clarify this divine masculine. Supernova, divine masculine. And look at that. We have her on the bottom. Very interesting. What is hidden? 7 of Pentacles. I've been getting this a lot, guys. The divine masculine is going to be like, what the hell just happened? Okay, secret exposed, or relationship is starting, one or the other. Where do I go from here? What step am I going to take? What am I going to do with everything that happened in the past? This is your drama. Your families, if your families are against him, if his friends are against you, if finances are not settled, and you guys just had a beautiful weekend. You got together, you got intimate, romantic, you told each other you loved each other. It's like everything was beautiful, supernova. Now, what are you going to do? After the climax hits, you start to go downhill again. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean, you start to not have to rise up anymore. You're done rising. The climax happened. You've connected. And now you're going to figure out, how are we going to take it from here? What do we do? What are we going to do next? Let's see what his comment was. Yes, people against blocking our union. Exactly. It's like, you know what, guys? We had a lot of fun. We had a lot of romance. Some good things are happening for us. Yay, bravo. We're moving forward. And then once the climax hits, what are we going to do now? We got in contact. We made love, or we got into union in some way, or we're communicating. We told each other how we feel. Now, where are we going to take this? Are we going to get together? Is this a reading for people in separation? Yes, it's definitely. This is an extended breakdown for those that are in separation. Okay? Divine twins that need to be getting into union. Okay? Now that I pulled all these cards, I'm going to kind of touch on some of these cards, what they mean. It's so deep and intense a spiritual connection, and he knows it. But just like in my reading, he's got lotish. Yes, now in the beginning of the reading here, let's touch on this. This is the feminine. Okay, we've got bright baby, and we've got the heartache. We've got the 3 of swords, which does signify a third-party past relationship. Okay? With bright baby, this is the number 40. Notice that. And I like 4. I'm very stable and grounded in this reading. I have 4 cards going across because I want to see what's grounded, what's stable, and what's lasting. So 40 to me does represent a situation that's going to last. Now, the 3 of swords upright does signify healing. It does signify the past. It doesn't have to be the current situation. It could signify that the feminine is dealing with past pain. Okay? Bright baby means this eclipse is shedding some light on some deep, dark, rooted pain. Now, I'm going to go ahead and read that card for you guys in clarity. Put my candle here in the middle. I want to be more spiritual with this. Okay. Bright baby. Let me hold that up for you. I'm going to go ahead and read from that just a little bit. I just want you guys to, have some fun with the reading and see what these beautiful cards mean, because they are beautiful cards. Okay. And this particular deck, if you guys want to go shopping for decks, is really cool. Check it out. It's the Divine Circus Oracles by Alana Fairchild. They're beautiful. And this guidebook, I really like it because at the end of every description of the card, something that your situation. So I love that. Let's go ahead and read. Okay, I'm here. Right, baby. Simple truths will help. Simple truths will help you right now. Complexity in the mind at work, whereas the heart sees with astoundingly accurate simplicity. Don't worry about the details, the hows, the wheres, the whys. Those answers will come in time. For now, those answers are here to help you heal. And for now, all you need to do is get back to the basics of what is true for you. And for you, that means stepping into the light of your own truth, the light of yourself. Okay? Oh, and it's interesting. I'm going to keep reading because look what the next words say. When a painful or confusing feeling grips your mind, situations can seem more complicated than they need to be. The Oracle of Bright Baby tells you that the best and brightest way through even the most apparently complex issues is often the easiest. Okay. The complex issues are often the simplest answers. Saying no simply to someone that does not serve you, stepping back from a negative situation, telling people your truth, having patience with yourself and others, and acting on specific things when you feel urged to do so. Asking for help also. Simplicity can assist you in taking these steps, and day after day until the issue has resolved itself, just as naturally as the night melts into day. To heed the healing truths of Bright Baby, you are asked, even just for now, to drop the complex adult explanations, difficult justifications, or interpretations of stories, even gossip that might confuse you and is not needed for your better judgment. What is the simplest version of the story you are dealing with in your life right now? And how you can act on that with simplicity of love, compassion, and the authenticity of who you are and who you love. If you aren't sure you can get to simplicity, if the confusion seems too great, the Oracle brings you confirmation that a blinding flash of clarifying insight is on its way. Make sure you don't discount the insight as being too obvious or too easy. Oftentimes, the answer you need is right in front of you, right under your nose, just waiting to be discovered, and also as plain as the nose on your face. If you are concerned that something has been spoiled, damaged, or even just destroyed beyond repair, then this oracle brings you good news. It is possible to restore this pain. Wow, look how cool that is, guys. This pain, this third-party pain. It is possible to restore this pain and repair and return the purity and innocence of love back to its original form. The essence to do what you feared was damage is going away. Innocence is never, it just gets a bit muddied sometimes in the pain and needs some cleanup. If you feel like you have lost your true self or your love, this is a bright promise of opportunity that even though you regret something that might have passed you by, it's just a matter of time and clearing out what needs to be so you can get it back. It's still there within you. It just needs to be rediscovered. A healing trick for you is to help you take the wisdom offered and put it to use in your life. Okay, so do this healing trick to clear obstacles. This guidance will help you. Imagine and visualize or feel or pretend that you have a little baby sun shining in your hands. You are rocking it back and forth as you would a real baby. It is such a happy, bright, shining little sun child. Let it shine. Sing or chant this lullaby several times to the sun baby in your arms. And as you rock it back and forth, say, bright baby, you are the day that ends the night. Bright baby, you bring me back to the light. You have a trick. This is an affirmation that you say that brings happiness and joy in your moment of gloom. So if you are feeling gloomy, I guess their advice is just picture some light. Picture something bright and beautiful that can bring sunshine back to your darkness. Okay, so I do love that. Let's see, you guys had some comments on here. You got to go to sleep now. Nighty-night, Steph. Oh, good night, hun. I understand. Some women are evil and need help. Daddy issues. Yes, there can be. Hun, are you pulling cards? I'm a Leo. DM is a Capricorn. Not sure he is my twin. I'm not pulling cards right now, hun. I'm doing a reading. Okay? So I'm doing a reading at the moment. Okay, let's see what's going on with the Divine Masculine. He had cherry on top with the Five of Cups. Okay, masculine, let's see what this cherry on top truly means for you with the regret over what you've done in the past. You are regretting it and you do want to fix it. I do get that general feeling. And this is the number 26. Okay. What does the effect beautiful eclipse have on the masculine? You are so close to success, masculine, to the final attainment of all your efforts coming together perfectly. All that remains for you to do now is one final step, one last choice, commitment, attitude, or action, and your success will be complete and sweet, sweeter than ice cream sundaes with a cherry on top. Masculine, do you feel like you're on a never-ending journey to manifest a dream? Does it seem like you've been traveling on the road to success forever? So long that you might wonder if you'll ever reach the promised land, or even if that promised land exists at all. Then you will enjoy some good news. You have been working so hard for such a long time, simply going through each day doing what you need to do. This has been necessary, and it's been an attitude giving you patience and persistence. But it can prevent you from realizing exactly how far you've actually come. Although you may not realize it, you are actually very close to achieving your goal, masculine. You might feel that it's years away or that there's such a big bridge to cross, it's impossible. You will be surprised when you walk around the corner straight into your destiny. Like a vast container of water, it's almost at its threshold. There's just one last drop required. That last drop that makes all the difference. And apparently, all of a sudden, what has been growing within you starts to overflow. Yet, it is the preparation you have done that has brought you this far. So what is required for you now to just do the finishing touches, the finalizing details? Perhaps one last addition or adjustment. Everything is going to fall into place. It is the final drop that finally creates the overflow. If this seems too good to be true and you don't believe it, don't worry. You are used to the hard work and not the final outcome. That is the difference, and that is the way sometimes. But all things must change, and they will. So much of the work that you've already done now is done. Don't waste your efforts by grieving and giving up on yourself, especially now you are so close to the outcome that you want. All that is needed now is just the cherry on top. Interesting, guys. And look how they go together. This is for the masculine. Look how they go together. He's got one more thing to do. He's almost there. And here he is, like scared, like the reading just said, not sure that he's actually made it, not sure that all the work he's put into himself is actually going to be fruitful. He doesn't even realize that the healing in his heart chakra, the conversations with his divine feminine, the looking back on the past and regret, inspired healing. That his focus on what needs to be done mentally and emotionally actually has a realistic effect in his real life. He's kind of shocked and he doesn't realize all the good that's already there. And this really signifies the Five of Cups. Because this Five of Cups guy is so focused on these Three of Cups that's just tipped over, he doesn't look behind him and realize, hey, there's two cups right here full. You're not completely at a loss. There's still something to gain. And look, there's that bridge. There's a bridge to cross with your feminine and just cross it and make it home. Look behind you, pick up your relationship, pick up these Two of Cups, walk across the bridge, go into the promised land with your feminine, and all will be well. There's so much work that's been done and you're almost there. And for the feminine with Bright Baby, You don't be discouraged. You've done so much healing in your heart chakra that you're ready there too. These two go hand in hand. Now, what is going on here with this steampunk princess, which she's, by the way, oh my gosh, fire. No, we don't want to fire. Scary. Almost burned down my own house. What the heck? Anyways, steampunk princess. What is going on here for the masculine? Finally shedding some vision onto the past. Reanalyzing those mistakes and healing. That's what temperance is here to do. Okay? Now, I read this one yesterday, so I'm not going to reread it again. It's really looking at something with a brighter picture, using your intuition. And the Archangel Raphael is the healer of marriage and relationships. So he's here saying, I'm helping you out. You have a helping hand. Masculine, you're not on your own. You're not all the way out there on a cliff, on your own, trying to heal things by yourself. There's actually a spirit guide and there's some help. Now for the feminine, what I see here with this Velvet Queen and 8 of Cups is 2 options. She's looking at the man that walked away from her and she's a little bit upset. She's still trying to heal. Or this could also be that the masculine is walking away from that third-party situation and she is very intuitive and she sees it happening. She feels it. She senses it happening. Okay? And it can also mean that third option, she's ready to walk away from the other person who might be talking to her as well. You know, that friend, that other person that may be, you know, sparking some interest in her. Now, I am going to read that one because I haven't read it before. Just coming in, text fighting with my karma. Oh my gosh. Let's see what's going on. This is like the Queen of Swords. Okay. Let's read this. Okay, so we've got the Velvet Queen. And she is number 25. This is the Divine Feminine. A rare prize is to be bestowed upon you. The universe is confirming that the most luscious dreams of your heart is being nurtured into a manifestation. To this end, you shall be given a saving grace, a wild card, an intervention if it needs to be. Ooh, the intervention, guys. Didn't I just say that the Archangel Raphael or spirit guides were intervening for the masculine? I think that he's doing the same for the feminine, of course. To be open to receive and surrender in favor of unconditional trust. Though your trust and optimism may be bleak, you make it easier for the universe to give you what you want with a positive outlook. A rare prize is worth the effort to attain. Your efforts will need to be including some discipline. Loving discipline is not about trying to bend the world according to your will, but rather about readying yourself to align with the spirit of what you want to receive. To receive rather than to take, rather than an attempt to take by force, requires strength and trust and spiritual intelligence and courage. Now, what I notice with the 8 of Cups for the feminine, this generally means somebody leaving a situation in search of another for a relationship. But also, by the way, this can also mean somebody leaving general happiness and seeking spiritual truth. This is why that person is going towards the moon. So he is seeking spiritual guidance and intuitive intelligence. Okay? So I do like that for the feminine. It means that you may be seeking a more spiritual path. Okay. Let's go ahead and continue. It is easier to try and force things from a fearful place, but it is more effective and empowering to learn how to attract and call in and receive your desires more effectively through conscious chosen surrender. This allows the universe to do what's best for you. To surrender is not about passivity, but doing all we can and then trusting life through all and letting go and allowing the outcome to be whatever the outcome will be, and knowing that you don't have to make sure, but that you trust it's going to happen. And if you are open to it and the trusting is there, there is a great and generous intelligence expressing itself through your life. And if you're open to it, this great treasure, this love between you and your divine masculine, will be bestowed upon you. So the discipline spoken of here is about changing your consciousness. Ooh, so yeah, leaving your consciousness and going to the subconscious. Believing in your subconscious. Okay, this will empower you and give you self-worth. And it asks you to release any issues around self-worth. This is the discipline. Make sure you know you are worth this gift and you've got your hands out ready to receive it. Why should you not be empowered and assisted by the universe to create a life that fills you with happiness? Happiness just right for you. Of course you should, and you can, and it will be. Release any lack of self-worth that would be getting in your way. Let it go and tell the universe you're ready. I love it, guys. That's the divine feminine. That's kind of defining what this means. I love it. I love it. So go to your subconscious and make demands. Now, what do I have going on with the Page of Cups? This is easy. I really don't have to read these. Confetti is happiness, joy, bliss. This is your environment. Feminines, whether you're with your masculine or not, you're really happy. You're happy that you're getting attention. My only advice to you is, if you feel like you don't want this other person that's kind of offering some attention, don't pressure yourself to do it. Only do it if you feel comfortable. It also means that if your masculine is offering affection and love to you, be joyful, be happy, embrace it, and expect more and more to come. Don't become doubtful, because you guys have a promise of a very good future and a relationship turning into commitment the month of July. Okay? So that is extremely interesting. Oh my gosh, and my wax is just melting onto the table. I'm just going to let it melt. Okay, it's about to go out. I'm going to read A Date with Destiny because I haven't yet. This is the masculine. Okay? This is the masculine's options and relationship, which is very interesting. So clearly the masculine has a choice, a decision to make. And it may not be between two people. It may just mean I have a choice to make on how to approach this new relationship. What steps am I going to take? How am I going to approach her? How am I going to let her know that I want to take this further? Whoops. Date with Destiny. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and read that. That is number 43. Okay. Out of the ethers into your life, she arrives now because you have a date with destiny, masculine. She is a mysterious creature. Her ways are wild, and her guidance is true. Now, what I find interesting is I asked the question when I pulled these cards. The question I asked was, who is influencing the masculine? What is in his environment? And we got the answer that there is a feminine energy that is influencing him. Could it be a third party? Yes. Could it be a friend? Yes. Could it be a spirit guide? Yes. We're going to continue reading and kind of get a feel for really what that means. Her wild ways are her guidance, and they are true. She may create chaos from which a new order can emerge, but there is no need to fear. She has come to inspire, uplift, and direct you. Now, what I am feeling right now is, and I have to say this because I'm feeling my spirit guides tell me to say it. If there is somebody in the third-party situation with a karmic partner, he is there to inspire and uplift and direct the masculine on a better path. So she's there to kind of scare him into your arms, for a lack of better words. Okay, the fear and drama that he may be experiencing from a karmic partner is just what the doctor ordered to send him packing and ready to be happy with you. That could be the case for some. For others, it means there's a spirit guide, and I feel a motherly presence, a nurturing, loving, familial presence that is either an angel or a past loved one that is going to help guide the masculine onto the path that he needs to be in, while he's also shielded and protected from any harm. A date with destiny is a big deal. It is the moment when you realize there is something or someone helping you out. Something intelligent, powerful, wise, and no matter how empowered you are, something even more powerful than your own efforts. The oracle, date with destiny, means that all bets are off. Nothing is impossible and nothing is held sacred, that anything can happen. It is a wild card. If you are a control freak masculine, this will probably scare you witless. So if you need to know something important, you can trust in Destiny's interventions on your behalf. Even if her work seems to be causing your best intentions to go astray. Trust or go mad, because you cannot control her, and you cannot or do not need to. Your divine destiny is I can't talk. Your divine destiny is your best life. It is you in the fullest and most beautiful creative expression possible. It is what you want and need, even when you don't immediately realize it. Even when that it's rather difficult for you to see that what you thought you once wanted and what you thought you needed needs to be ripped away from you right now. Here is the guiding hand, closing the wrong doors, sometimes against your own free will. It's slamming them abruptly in your face. Nurse your ego when that happens, but let your soul shout in glee. Know that because this happened for a reason, you know it's the calling card of destiny. And then she'll open the doors, and the right doors for you. She isn't, despite most people's fears, a sadist, but she was in pain right now, to a greater pain later. The appearance of havoc or mayhem, it is just a sign that she's at work, and the divine is moving for your best interest. Realignment and assignment, her every move, even those incomprehensible, atrocious, mean to the mind, it is still deliberate and it is still divine. When this oracle appears, you are on a date with destiny. The universe has heard the prayers of your heart. Source knows your desires, and he knows how to get you there. And life is going to answer them by rearranging what needs to be rearranged and in sorting out whatever has been troubling you. Make sure you let it happen. You are not meant to feel like you are in control right now. Destiny is an exciting, unpredictable phenomenon. Nobody's talking but you? ER. I love you, hun. I'm sorry. If you allow destiny to take your hand, she'll guide you into the places that you really want to be, even if you cannot trust her. She'll push you and prod you and get you there anyways. But you just won't enjoy the journey quite so much. The more you allow yourself to trust in her, the more you will realize that the universe is working with you, not against you. If you are willing to see the truth, it will show you the best time of your life is right ahead. Wow, that's beautiful. I love it, guys. That's for the masculine. So I can tell you right now, the energy I'm getting for the masculine is for the next 7 days. He's going to be going through a couple ups and downs. The masculine is going to be happy with you one minute and a little bit stressed out and quiet the next minute. And that is because destiny is playing with him. He's going through some kind of an upheaval. He's exploring his options and seeing that he can't quite pick and order exactly what he wants. For the masculines, especially if they have a Leo in their chart somewhere, they realize that their control is not happening. They also realize that their past mistakes, they need help, they need assistance. And he does sense that angelic presence involved. He does sense that there is divine presence. And you know what? To be quite honest, a lot of masculines don't like it. A lot of masculines would much rather call the shots and be in control and make choices for themselves. However, I do feel that there is an angelic presence or a mother or some kind of an older sibling or a spirit guide that is touching the shoulders very gently of the masculine energy. And they are kind of saying, look, this needs to happen for you. Please trust me. I'm going to guide you. And for some reason, the masculine's going to open his heart and he's going to be a little bit more vulnerable this week. What does this mean for you with this eclipse? It means that your texting will have more of an impact on him than normal. It means that your touch is going to set him on fire with passion and desire. It also means that spirit is giving you that extra push, feminine. You're not alone. You've been working really hard at manifesting, praying, and doing mantras for healing spiritual work for you and your twin. And sometimes that twin is not spiritual. This is a time right now with this eclipse saying that spirit is setting something on fire. Spirit is sending an angel to help you. There is a change, and you do have a third party helping you, okay? And it doesn't mean that there's a third party relationship, although I will say masculine and feminine do have people flirting with them, okay? But this third party relationship means you finally are getting the answer to your prayers, and Archangel Michael and whoever that spirit guide is, it's a feminine spirit. They're here and they're helping. Open your eyes and see the signs. What kind of signs are you going to see? You're going to see a lot of 4s and you're going to see a lot of 2s. 2s and 4s signify teamwork, partnership, okay? If you see 3s, that does mean your angel or your spirit guide is very close to you. Okay, and they're just kind of reaching out, maybe through a song or a thought, and that's not from you. That's going to be from them. Okay? Now, let's see what I see going on here in the outcomes for the masculine and feminines. For the feminine, we have the Hanged Man. You see 333s almost every day. That is that spirit guide. That is that angel. So what we have going on for the outcome is Brilliant Virgin and the Hanged Man. Now I'm going to go ahead and read this one to you. Let's go ahead and see. This is number 5. By the way, the 5s represent change. Okay? So I think what this is saying to us is you don't have to wait anymore. Change is coming. You've been chaste. You've been loyal. You've been faithful to your divine masculine. You've been waiting on your divine masculine loyally, faithfully. And this is going to be the result. So I'm going to read it. Let's see what the result is for all your hard work and faith and loyalty and being, alone, waiting for this person to come to you. You haven't been seeing other people, intimately. It's 3:03 a.m. Wow, that is interesting. And look, it's 55 minutes and 15 seconds. No way. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Brilliant Virgin. In a world where we are bombed daily with differing opinions, ideas, and inputs from even mean people, remaining true to you and your own point of view is nothing short of difficult but brilliant. Let go of the confusion, the distortion, the chit-chat, the comparisons, and the compromises you've made. You do not need to compare yourself to someone else or measure up to anyone or anyone else. What matters to you and in your heart, that's the successful life journey, and that is for you to be in touch with your own truth. You know what you feel no matter what anyone else says to you or thinks that they believe in you. Stay true to you. Only you know this journey. Only you know this person that you love. Only you know the severity of a situation and how it really affects you. Somebody could see the situation and say it's detrimental, it's deadly. Get away from this person. You have no business continuing waiting for this person. This oracle is here to tell you stay true to yourself. Only you know your own truth, and you are spiritual and you are in touch with God, with the source, with reality, with love, and you are more divine than anyone's opinion. We need to hold dear to our hearts and have a lot more faith that there is an idea within us yet to be manifested in this world. Ooh, the wind chime just made a sign and it's 4 a.m. here. That is so awesome. I love it. We have to trust in what we see in our hearts. We have to trust in what we feel. Even if sometimes your eyes in our own hands see things rather differently. We have to trust that the inner vision and the hope and the dream within us is worth hanging on to. It's going to be strong enough to get you through this hard time. That your dream, your vision, your manifestation means more to you than anything else, and you're not going to let it go because your value is protected. Sometimes we have to trust that we are enough, that we are good, we are worth it, we are valuable, we are worth the time and effort and patience and commitment and help from Source to transform our ideas into realities. The Oracle of the Brilliant version brings you a message. Stay true to you and your course. Do not allow yourself to be swayed by the wind or any other's opinions, no matter how well-meaning their intentions, no matter how close you are to them, no matter how much you love that person or that friend, no matter how impressive their arguments may seem. You know the truth. You can see. And when you believe in something that is so good, so pure, so true, your needs come to life in this world. Your desire will suddenly be reality. It is meant to be original. So people may not get it. So what? So people may not agree with you. So what? So people may not see what you see. So what? Be original. It is meant to happen through you and your eyes because you're divine, you're special, you're different. And in this way, others may never relate. This could be a choice to do with health, lifestyle, or relationship, money, or work. It could also be a project or an idea, some kind of creative expression. Maybe a dream or vision, something that you've always wanted to do, but you always hold yourself back. If you feel this sudden desire growing in your heart, know that it's meant for you. There are times when it's wise to open up to a creative collaboration and to compromise for a group venture to move ahead. This is not one of those times. You're not making a choice for you involving other people. You're making a choice for yourself. Don't be afraid. Some people believe that unless you compromise, success can't happen. Some people believe that you will never get what you want without lots of sacrifice and hard work. That may be true for them. Whatever you believe is your reality. If you think this can simply happen by a dream, it will simply happen by a dream. If you think this can only happen a specific way or sacrificial way, then that's most likely how the outcome will come. You are meant to be birthing something new and unique into this world, into a reality, into a being. The world needs you and your originality. So pray for courage and trust yourself. All right. I love it. That's the outcome for the feminine. And I really, really feel like your waiting doesn't have to happen anymore. You don't have to listen to other people, tie yourself up and wait and like be bounded to other people's opinions. I feel like the Hanged Man in this specific reading for the feminine outcome means untie yourself, stop tying yourself up by opinions of others or fear. Put yourself down. You're enlightened. You know your truth. You've been faithful. Faithful to this journey and your desire, and your outcome will be what you want it to be. Why? Because you deserve it, and it is meant for you. Okay, my final card pulling here for the masculine, and his outcome is Supernova and the Seven of Pentacles. All right. This is him trying to figure out what's his next step. What's your play? Once this supernova is ignited, what's he going to do? And I really feel like the outcome is romance. It's a connection with you, feminine, that has ignited his passions on fire. He has a beautiful romance with a feminine energy, and he wants to take it further. He wants to see where it's going to go. He is thinking of ideas and daydreaming of a future with his divine feminine. It's in the cards, can't lie. So supernova is the number 8, which is ironic because 8 represents the power and strength in the major arcana. So interesting. And I did mention a Leo earlier. There's definitely a Leo presence in this reading. Okay? So let's see what's going on with this masculine. Sun, moon, or rising. Number 8. Okay, something in you needs to be unleashed. This is not quiet and it's not a steady growth, but it's more like a wild, crazy explosion of creative energy and sacred fire. This sparks your rapid growth and will create something new, and it shall ignite your body, mind, and soul, inspiring you to expand even beyond your own dreams. Anything that you feel is possible is going to happen. Your light will shine far and wide. You cannot control it, but you can trust it. A rocket is capable of traveling far and great with power and thrust and speed, before settling into an effortless orbit far beyond a world in which it began its original journey. To launch, however, this requires a sudden burst of power. A quiet, contained power is not appropriate for this task. A raw and explosive force is needed to propel the rocket from the known world of Earth towards its destined orbit in space. The oracle of supernova indicates a time of rapid growth, so accelerated and so powerful that it can feel almost like an explosion from the inside out, as if you were a rocket being launched into space beyond your own will. It tends to be of high intensity, but short duration. Ooh, this kind of sounds like a tower. Okay? Whilst this is a positive thing, it can cause shock waves and disrupting patterns and create feelings of instability and insecurity and even uncertainty. Big surprise, right? As your world starts to change in ways you don't feel are within your own personal control, which is what we were just discussing, you may feel like there is a powerful momentum moving out of what your life has been towards some new unknown destiny out of your control, almost like someone is giving you a helping hand. Isn't that interesting? Isn't that interesting that there's a supernova thrust helping hand? Spiritually from space. Very curious. As it moves from the dramatic force of the launch towards the eventual place of an effortless orbit, The rocket will jetson the very thing you need to get rid of to get your journey started. This isn't about disposing of the essentials. The people and things that really mean something to your heart will stay, but rather the letting go of old attitudes, ideas, bad habits, ways of being attached to bad things that allow clutter and people that serve you in a very negative way. They're ready to ascend. You have freedom now. And after the intensity of this birth, the effortlessness of your orbit into the new world will require a different attitude, a different mindset, and a different heart. What you needed to begin your journey to start a new venture or lifestyle will be different to what is required to continue your life on this normal journey. You really need to trust into what's happening at all points on your journey. Don't hold on to a support system or belief system or ways of being out of fear. Sometimes it's just time to let it go because it's not relevant to you anymore. If you try to hold on, you will actually just be holding your own self back. When the time comes to let go of someone or something, you'll feel it. People or situations will not be able to reach you anymore. Almost like there's a malefic force blocking you. Or you are not able to reach them. Even if you are making an effort to try and stay connected to these things, previous support systems and connections will not be able to support you anymore. On the next steps of your journey, check it out, guys. The next steps of your journey. This card literally means what's the next step. Interesting. It's like they are training wheels that are no longer needed. They would just get in the way. So you have gratitude for what was, appreciate for what happened with love, be grateful, and let it go. The oracle of the supernova reminds you that after the intensity of this birth, there is another birth of sorts. The settling into a new pattern of life, a higher attitude, a better peace, an effortless consciousness, a new relationship, and a new phase happens naturally. And you'll feel when and how to respond to each phase of your life as you learn to trust yourself and this new journey. That is extremely interesting, guys. Oh my gosh, seriously? You guys know me, typical drama in my readings. Sorry. Okay. Normal. Okay, I had to fix something here. Whatever, I've got something popping up on my screen and I don't know how to take it off. Reiki for the heart chakra. Okay, I don't know what you guys are talking about, but that's interesting. That's very, very interesting. How do I get this off? Oh, there we go. Okay, sorry guys, something happened to the camera. Okay, I'm thinking of being blocked in love. Balance. My DM, he's a Leo. I'm a Libra woman. Amazing. Okay, guys, so I'm just going to address some things since no one's directing comments directly to me. What I see going on here for the masculine is intervention. There is a divine intervention to help him because he has been on a road and path of destruction for a while. Okay? Feminine, you are also having intervention. Your intervention is learning to love and trust yourself and believe that you are worth this and that your destiny, your dreams are going to be realized. That's what you're here to learn. If you guys want a private reading, please message me. I would love to do so. I have some openings coming up this upcoming week, and I would love to do a private reading so I can see into your own specific situation. I can do 30 minutes, 60 minutes, large 60-minute readings for multiple people. I can also do an astrology chart reading where I'll get your date of birth, your time of birth, and see what nakshatras you have in Vedic astrology, what sign you have, sun, moon, and rising, and give you some insight into your relationship, what you can expect, and how things are going to be probably turning out this year. So we can do that. So please message me, www.naturalintuition1111.com. Okay? Just go to that webpage and you can donate or pay with PayPal, and then we can do Skype, or I can deliver a video. Other than that, do you guys have any questions? Don't forget to like and subscribe, please, so you can be notified of another live read. If you guys have any other questions, let me know. I am doing this midnight reading for the eclipsed moon, so I'm pretty excited for it. I'm absolutely confused about who my divine masculine is, and I've been on the journey with the same person for some time now, it seems, but I feel like I'm tied between my karmic and my divine masculine, but I can't decipher the difference between the two, and I just feel lost. Okay, I can help you with some advice on that. Sometimes we have a soulmate and then we have our twin. They can seem very similar because they both are destiny. I was just doing a reading earlier and discussing how a lot of people think they're... Whoa, seriously? Sorry, guys. Again, spank me already. Ah. Okay. It's going here in my shelf. Sorry, guys. Let me fix this. You know what? I'm just going to hold it. Screw it. Screw my little clip. I'm just going to hold it. Anyways, what I see going on for your soulmate and your twin, hun, they can seem very similar. And your twin, the only difference is you're going to be triggered. You're going to have to learn certain things with this person. You're going to see signs with numbers. You're going to see signs with music and song and TV. You're going to feel his presence with you like a ghost. Like, it's weird. You're going to be thinking about him, and you're going to feel like he's there, or she, okay, however you resonate in this energy. But you're going to feel that presence as a ghostly presence in your life. You're a yin and a yang. He's going to be not exactly the same as you. He's going to be very different, extremely different, like the first house and the seventh house. People that look at each other and have similarities, but they're on a completely different axis. So you're not going to be the same in a lot of ways. I also feel like you and him will mirror specific situations in your life. That could be the loss of loved ones. That could be children timing, marital timing, school timing, locations of where you live, certain paths to be crossed, things like that. You'll also notice that you're running into them out of nowhere. Or you might be at the grocery store and someone's like, hey, so-and-so, and that's their name. And like their energy is constantly popping up around you. There is signs, okay? So I would love to get in a private reading with you and help you figure out the difference between the two. That would probably take about an hour. So if you want to schedule with me, let's do so. And again, that's www.naturalintuition1111.com. And we can spend some good quality time and see what's going on with you and these two gentlemen. And you want to see who your destiny is with, who you feel tied to, and if you're a twin or not, and if one of these gentlemen is your twin. So we can figure that out, okay? Hi, Lenoska. That's when I started awakening more after I met my DM. Never felt that with my soulmate in 12 years. And off comparing to 2 months with the DM. Oh, yes, ER. That's a very big signifier. Whenever you do meet a twin, if you are really a twin, it's like someone turned the light on upstairs. And all of a sudden, your relationship with this person is extremely spiritual. You're going to start jumping into mantras and meditations and yogas and praying and manifesting, and you're going to start seeing supernatural signs in the universe and the stars. You're going to start finding out you have some special gifts, okay, like healing or tarot card reading or astrology or you're going to find out that you have a stronger intuition about a lot of things, about traffic, about friends and family. You're going to have these psychic intuitions where you're really in tune with spirit. So yeah, they're going to put you on that journey. Is it going to happen right away? Like, oh, I met him, I'm totally spiritual now, and I'm 100% myself? No, it's just the awakening. Okay? So it does take time to get, completely endowed with all your gifts. It's not going to happen right away. But you'll start to see that all of a sudden, everything starts changing for you. I wasn't aware of the twin flame term, so I thought my DM was my soulmate. Okay, and ER, remember, there's not a lot of twin flames out there. I'm probably one of the few people on YouTube that will admit that. A lot of YouTubers, they want as many people ordering readings from them as possible, so they're going to say, yeah, everyone has a twin flame. Please call me for a reading. I don't want to be the Debbie Downer, but I want to be honest. I'm not one of those readers that are going to tickle your ears and tell you what you want to hear so I can keep getting readings from you. I'm going to tell you, a twin is very rare. 15 people out of 100 that I talk to are twin. And I've let down a lot of people. I'm like, I'm sorry, this is not in your astrology chart. This is not in the cards for you. This is not your twin. And no, not everybody's a twin. Everybody has a soulmate. Everybody has a soulmate. I believe that. Everyone's put on this planet and reincarnated, and you're meant to meet someone from a past life. Does that make you spiritual still? Yes. Does everyone have the opportunity to be spiritual? Yes. Does everyone have the opportunity to experience supernatural gifts, powers, enlightenments? Yes. Does that mean because you're experiencing all these things, you must be a twin? No. And the twin flame journey is not an easy one either. Okay, the twin flame journey, if I can just explain it in a quick couple sentences, from my research, my opinion, what I believe, I don't speak for everybody. This is my personal opinion, okay? So if there are other readers watching or other people out there that are like, they have an opinion about this, just know this is my personal opinion and belief from my own research that I have done for quite a while. A twin is a soul that has a karmic destiny. They may have been reincarnated a few times. A few times. They've learned some accelerated lessons. Now, then they're, in 9D, okay, at the time, and they're about to be reincarnated again. And this time, they have a specific duty to fulfill in their life path. Does it mean that they're a servant and they have to serve the world? No. Sometimes that duty or, lesson that needs to be learned is for yourself. It's for your own enlightenment. It doesn't have to be to serve the world and bring light onto the world and leave higher vibrations. Yes, that is the case for many. Is it for every single person? No. My own personal beliefs. Okay, but you can have one or the other. Now, what that means is that your soul, who's been reincarnated a few times, has learned a lot of lessons, and you want to experience a specific lesson. That specific lesson is how to love yourself, how to be happy with the gift of the present, to enjoy the now, to enjoy this earth, not to try to get away from it, not to try to escape earth, to go to some 9D spirituality, not to escape this world, but to love this world, to love one another, and to love yourself. That's an extremely blessed opportunity. And a lot of souls have been here and they have loved Jessica, also if you're an RH negative. Yes, I am an RH negative. But also for a lot of souls that have been put here, they have gone through some kind of karma where maybe in your past life you dedicated yourself to children, or you dedicated yourself to family, parents, grandparents. Maybe you dedicated yourself to a job or profession. You see how everyone in life is all different. They all have certain paths, and you're like, oh, this person's a doctor and he's brilliant. He's like saving lives with his inventions. That's awesome. In his next life, He may have said, I've already mastered that, and I want to go into self-love, self-discovery. Anyways, so with twins, if you've experienced a few different lifetimes and you've enjoyed marriage and family and love, and you've enjoyed enlightenment on all the different houses in the zodiac, you know, and in your natal chart, you've enjoyed them all. And I feel like if you've been an old soul, okay, that now you have something new to experience. And that is splitting yourself in half. This, and I'm just going to just dive into that for just a little second here. You notice how Ketu in Vedic astrology is the destroyer, and he cuts things in half. He's the tail. He cuts everything in half. But he's also the signifier of ultimate spirituality, ultimate enlightenment. He is there to bring you enlightenment. But here's where I tie the two together. If Ketu sets things in half, and twins are split in half, by the way, it means that your soul has been split down the middle, because as you all know, and most of you have been following twins and readings for a while, you have the masculine and you have the feminine. That's the yin and the yang. Okay? So you have both. Everybody has both. Even trees have both. Everybody has male and female attributes. Okay? So anyways, when your soul is coming down here to reincarnate, and you're here to learn this specific lesson, the reason why twins are rare and not an everyday commodity is because not everyone's on the same life path. Not everybody's learning the same karmic journey. So for those of you that are twins, you had some kind of karmic path, and you've done a lot already. You're an old soul. I do feel that. And you have decided to come be reincarnated on Mother Earth as two people, not just one person. You've split yourself into two. Your masculine side and your feminine side. Kind of like the Gemini, the dual personalities, the twins. Why do we call them the twins? Because you're split in half. You're a twin. All right, you have a male twin and a female twin. I don't mean you have two people. I mean you have a feminine twin side and a masculine male twin side. Okay? So when you're put here on this earth as a real twin, there's another side of you, the opposite side of you, like the first house and the second house, aspecting each other. There's an axis. They're complete opposites. Aries and Libra are complete opposites. Aries is all about himself. Aries is all about me, I, self. Libra is the seventh house. It's all about other people than yourself, your spouse, your children, your family, your coworkers. It's about other people. They're always complete polar opposites. And that's how the twins are. You have a masculine and a feminine. Do they have similarities? Heck yeah. They even look alike most of the time. Do they have things in common? Yes, because they're on the same axis. Polar opposites, same axis. Yin and yang. You notice how you see the yin and the yang? I wish I had a picture of that right now. But you have the circle and you have it split down into two, and there's a little dot of one from the other. You notice that in the yin and the yang sign? So in the black part of the yang, there's a white dot. And in the white part of the yin, there's a black dot. There's always a little piece of you in one or another. There's always a shred of similarity. And that's why you guys connect. It's also your magnet. It's like you're calling to each other. So when you're separated here on this earth, and you're one soul into two, a masculine and feminine, this is your energy. Then you're born into a body. And somehow you're constantly drawn together. There is a point in your destiny that you will come together. And I feel like union happens for the twins when they have learned their lesson. When they have learned to truly love yourself unconditionally and love the other person unconditionally. Because if you think about it this way, if you screwed your own self over If you cheated yourself out of something, or you smashed your finger, or you did something bad to yourself, you're going to be pissed, but you're going to forgive yourself. You have to move on. And you're going to love yourself again. The same with your twin. They are going to trigger you. They are going to make you awaken something inside of you that needs growth. And it's up to you to love that other person amongst the pain they caused you. This is what comes into the ultimate, specific guidance. This is why everyone is not a twin. Is everyone on the face of this planet here right now to learn ultimate sacrifice, ultimate unconditional love, ultimate awakening of self? No. As you well know, I don't have to explain all the different areas in life that people can learn, but this specific one, no. And there is very few. And you know what? I'm not here to sugarcoat it. The twin flame journey is not a fairy tale. You don't meet someone, fall in love, you're 100% compatible, you've met the love of your life, they complete you, they're the best for you, they're your angel and your answer to your prayers, and you are going to ride off in the sunset and live happily ever after in the vibration of ultimate love, a true love story. In my opinion, in my experience, I don't speak for everybody. No. No. What this is not probably something that anybody would choose in this world. In the higher 5D, 9D, you choose this because it's ultimate spirituality, ultimate awakening for a 3D body. But if you had a choice here on planet Earth, and you had the option of A, picking the love of your life and spending a happy life with someone with no problems, versus B, being triggered and going through ultimate ups and downs and upheavals and sacrifices and transformations with someone, you won't choose that one. A lot of people are not going to choose that one. You know that, would you? Would I? If you had the option? No. We as humans want that love story. But that's the part of us that is growing. That's the part of us as a 3D human being is learning to expand and get in touch with ascension, higher forms of being. The need to be with somebody as a human is carnal. It's built in your DNA. We are made here on this planet to be with someone. Why do you think in jails they put you on, what do they call it, like the whole lockdown? They torture people to put you in isolation. Humans need to be with someone. They are meant to be with someone. You have that need and that nurturing inside you. Everyone has it. Even Buddha had it. He was married and had a son. He did leave it after a while, but that's because he was seeking the spirituality. So us, as a twin people, you're here with a difficult task. And it includes Ketu all the way. And it includes self-sacrifice all the way. And it also includes self-love all the way. It's the hardest lesson to learn. And that's why people struggle from 5 to 20 years even before they can get into union once they've been triggered. I haven't seen anyone in union in less than 5 years. I've seen people in 3. Actually, I take it back. I have seen people in 3 years, but it's rare. It's definitely at least 4 years, majority of the time, starting point. starting point from when you meet, trigger, into union, it's generally at least starting at 4 years before it happens. Am I a believer of anything that's possible? Yes. Anything's possible. Who am I to judge your relationship? Don't take my word for it. This is your journey. You may be surpassed in some spiritual level way past me. Here I am, just a soul on this planet talking from my experience. You have a completely different experience, and you should share it with the world, however beautiful that is. But back to my twin thing. When somebody asks, I'm not sure if this is my twin or not, I just want to start off right off the bat saying, number one, do you realize that most likely a lot of people are not a twin? Right off bat. Do you realize how rare it is to be one? Okay, you realize that. Good. You do realize that not everybody has a twin. Okay, you realize that. Now we can do the reading. Now we can see what's going on. Because there are signs. I felt this year for you, so it will be 3 years since we met. Great ER, and it can definitely happen. Like I said, I have seen 3. So that's great. And I just want you guys to know that I'm not on here to gain subscriptions and followers and popularity. I'm here to be real. I'm just someone out in this world that discovered I was on a weird journey. I learned about it. I researched it. I discovered it. I'm working on it. I'm a student of the universe. And I have special gifts and I want to share them. I have intuitive gifts and I'm sharing them. I'm not keeping them for myself. I love to teach others to exercise your gifts. The universe is giving you the option to explore astrology, to explore these things in yourself. And that's what this journey is about. Explore it, learn it, and share it. Anyways, so when a twin is on this journey, you'll sense that you notice that you're connected to them in a very odd way. You might feel pain when they feel pain. If they're thinking about you, you're thinking about them sometimes. You notice that you almost can read minds with them, and they tell you you can't read my mind, but you generally can just by looking at them. As soon as you're aspecting them, as soon as your eyes are gazing onto them, it's like you're a sponge of information. You're going to pick up on that energy because that's another part of yourself. It's a different part of yourself. It's the opposite side of yourself, but it's still yourself. And I think the point of this journey is to bring you together, to complete the yin and the yang, which is mastering yourself with one hand. Can you imagine that? It's like doing push-ups with one hand tied behind your back. It's like writing a story with your left hand when you're right-handed. It's a hard journey. You're really having to hop on one foot by yourself and do everything one-sided and just learn and do all these things harder by yourself because you're exercising and working out this specific part of yourself. So it's like you're focusing on the divine feminine side. If you're a feminine, you're focusing on the divine feminine side, exercising her, stretching her, pushing her, molding her, making her grow to her best potential because she's by herself. And then the masculine side is without you. He doesn't have the help of the feminine. The same way you don't have the help of the masculine. So he's off over here on his own. Without the feminine, without this supernatural, intuition. The spiritual side is the moon. This is the feminine, guys. Picture this. The moon is the femme. The sun is the masculine. The sun and the moon are completely different axes, but they work together. They are one in a 24-hour period. They are one. Masculine and feminine are one. completely different access, but you learn to work together. But imagine the sun trying to do the moon's work, the moon trying to do the sun's work. It's not what you're meant to do. You're not meant to heal them. They're not meant to heal you. You're meant to do all this work on yourself and make you to the best of your potential. As soon as you're mastering who you are, as soon as you're mastering your destiny and your gifts and your talents and your ultimate spirituality and your enlightenment, as soon as you're 100% girl for a feminine, 100% feminine, and you got it in the bag, and you are good. You are 100% good without the sun, without the masculine. As soon as you're at your ultimate, boom, you mastered what you were here to do. You brought up this feminine energy to the highest potential. And Source wants to see that. Source is like, hey, I created this nice yin and yang conversion, this little conjunction. Cool. And they work well together. But I'd like to see how you do on your own. I'd like to stretch that feminine energy to the point of how far it can expand and grow and what it has the power to do. Like you're really tested. How far can the feminine go? How strong is she? What can she teach? What can she give? Okay? Masculine, same. Let him be the ultimate masculine. Let him be a leader. Let him be a strength, a source of commitment, a ultimate masculine. Let him be the alpha. Let him lead. Let him grow. Let him pave the way. Let's see how strong the sun can be. How strong can he aspect this world? What power can he put on this world? What is his purpose? What can he do with his power? If he doesn't have a feminine to lean back on, is he going to seek spirituality on his own? Is he going to learn spirituality on his own? Can he? Is it possible? Yes, it's possible. But see, Source is wanting you to experience it. He's wanting you to push yourself. It's like being in the military, right? And you've got that commander or whatever that's like pushing you, like in the Marines. I'm not a military person, so I don't know what I'm talking about. But I've seen movies where they're like, you know, keep doing your push-ups, keep going up and down. Like, I can't anymore. Like, you're going to do it. You're going to find the strength inside you and you're going to do it. And it's like all of a sudden they're like, oh my God, I have to do it or I'm going to die. So they do it. And they're like, holy crap, I actually did it. Or you see that one show where they had all the military men in the mud, right? They were all stuck in the mud in the cold in the night and it was raining. And they were like sinking up to their necks in mud. And they were shivering and cold. And the guy was just like barking orders. And they were like, okay, you have, 2 more hours, which felt like a week to them. They're like, oh God, I can't take another second, let alone 2 more hours till daylight. No, I'm out of here. I'm going to climb out of this mud and go be warm. And the sergeant's like, fine, but you're out. You get out of this mud, you're done. And all of a sudden, this is how the twin flame community works together. All of a sudden, the other soldiers start singing an uplifting song to bring power, to bring strength, to bring encouragement to everyone that's stuck in the mud. Like, stay strong, everybody. Keep singing. Keep focused. Keep trying. You got this. You got this. I got you and you got me. And we got this together. We can do it. We got this. And all of a sudden, all this fear and weakness that everyone was feeling stuck in the mud cold turns to this extreme power. And they empower each other. And they're staying tough. And then the 2 hours hits. And they're still in the mud. And they can come out if they want to. But they decide to stay a little longer just to show it to the man that we're stronger than you thought. We're not just going to wait till time's up. We're going to go in here as long as we can. And we're strong together. And that's kind of like the divine masculine and feminine. You're put in the same scenario separately. You're in your own body, but you're barking orders at each other. You're like, come on, you can do this. Stay with me. Stay with me. We're going to go to union. We're going to go past union. We're going to rock this. We're going to make this world like rock. We're going to do so much together. And so your spirit in 5D is like one person, but he's talking to both of you. And he's like, you got this. Keep going. All you got to do is give self-love. All you got to do is have faith in yourself. All you got to do is learn that it's not about the outcome. And as you're going on this twin journey, you're like, you're right. I had it in me all along. I don't need to go in a relationship to be happy. And I don't need them to make me happy. And I don't need them to fulfill my life. Right? And you learn that you're super happy and you're a supernova all on your own. And when you're in that energy, all of a sudden you're aspecting your twin and they see it and they're empowered and they're strengthened. Just like those soldiers in the mud. When your twin spirit sees that your spirit is going strong, they're empowered. So don't lose faith. Don't get discouraged. Don't lose faith in who he is, she is, who you are, and start saying, I'm failing. I can't do this. In other words, it's cold. I can't wait 2 more hours. I have to just get out. Does that happen to some twins? Probably. Probably. This isn't for the faint. The Marines is not for the faint of heart. I think it's like 100 people go into the class and like 20 people succeed. You don't think this beautiful supernatural twin flame journey has the same kind of statistics? Do you think 100% of twins come down on this earth, master themselves, and go out of it? Probably not. So we are here to encourage each other. We're here to love each other. We're here to speak truth to each other. We're here to empower each other. And we're here to stay strong and grow and be the best you can be. And the winners and the people that are the leaders, Source is going to use them for some special ascension. I don't know the answers to everything. I know a lot, I feel, about the twins. I don't know all the answers about ascension. I don't know all the answers about the universe. But I have a strong feeling that the people that come out of this in union and 100%, those are going to be the toughest soldiers that they're going to have a good task, an important one. So that's a lot to take in. It's kind of curious. You're like, wow, am I that special? I mean, do I have all this? Yes. Am I saying that everyone else in the world that's not a twin isn't special? No, that's not what I'm saying. The Marines are awesome. Does it mean that the Army's not? Does it mean that the Air Force is not awesome? No, they all have specialties. They all have special forces, special areas. I'm just saying a specific area in a specific, way goes through a specific journey. And it's not like all the rest. And you do have a special journey. Just like the Army has a special mission, the Air Force has a special mission, the Marines have a special mission. These people have a special mission. So twins have a special mission. And regular people, soulmates and karmics, they have a special mission. We're the yin and the yangs. And yin and yang doesn't just come in the form of a twin. Everyone has a yin and a yang. But I'm just saying, with twins, you know how you can love and hate yourself at the same time? You can love and hate yourself in a twin. You can love your twin to death and then you can despise them. So this journey is not easy. And you're going to get triggered and you're going to have to learn hard things. You're going to learn how... I'll tell you a few off the top of my head that I've already learned. You're going to have to learn how to be alone. You're going to have to learn how to be happy alone. To start with. You're going to have to learn loss. Letting go of a loved one is the beginning of loss. Letting go of your desires is another loss. That's letting go of the outcome. That's letting go of your dreams. And the reason you have to learn letting go of them is because you're learning that your desire is not necessarily the path to ultimate happiness. Let that sink in. Wow, your desire is not the path to ultimate happiness. How can I say this? You ever met a kid that went to a toy store? You ever met a bunch of kids that wanted like 1,000 things? Maybe their parents gave them like 10. Maybe some kids have a room full of everything they want. And they're not happy. Think about that. Or if you don't have kids and you can't relate to that scenario, look at the rich and famous. They have everything that they desire. A lot of them aren't happy. Look at men that desire women, purely carnal. They want a threesome. They want a foursome. They want this girl and that girl. They're like Rahu when it comes to relationships. They're never satisfied. Is Rahu ever satisfied? Is he ever happy? Are men that are in that nature carnally ever happy? No, they're constantly looking for happiness. So my point with that, it doesn't have to be male, it could be female too, okay? But my point with that is that's some of the twin journey, letting go of your desire, something that you want more than anything, which usually is your lover. Learning to discipline yourself that you don't have to have that to be happy. Does that make sense for any of you guys? I mean, I'm sure it does. Those are just two things you have to learn. Loss and happiness with yourself. That's just the beginning. What else do we have to learn? We have to learn discipline. How do you discipline yourself in really connecting with spirit, source, and the universe? I don't even do that. I'm still mastering that one. Having to set time aside every day to do a mantra. Having to set time aside to just look at the stars and say, wow. Everyone is so sucked into their phones, so sucked into social media and how they look and their selfies and their kids and their house and their work. What's the next best thing they can go out there and go get? Where's the next best vacation? What's the next best step in my relationship? Blah, blah, blah. Constant mindfulness of desires. One of the last things Buddha said he conquered before he had ultimate enlightenment was desire. If you guys ever watched any kind of documentary on Buddha, there's also a series on Netflix, I think. It talks about Buddha's life. Very good series. It's all in Hindu, but it has subtitles at the bottom. Also, just reading up on him. One of the last things he said he had to conquer after all the demons he conquered, okay? Letting go of his wife, his child, being a king, letting go of his kingdom, his father, letting go of death, facing all his issues, trusting the universe, loving animals, loving one another, not eating, not drinking, not sleeping. I mean, God, he just went through the ultimate losses. The worst part he had to conquer, he said, was self-desire. Because he said the desire is alive. It's like a demon. It's in your heart. Never trust your heart. I know everyone's like, trust your heart. Your heart is full of desire. It's hard to differentiate what's good for you and what's bad for you, because when your heart wants something, it feels good. And people confuse what feels good with what is good. Think about that one. Not everything that feels good is good. So it's learning to defeat desire and learning to be calm and just listen to your breath. And happy with your breath. I'm just happy breathing. I'm just happy resting. I'm just happy hearing the wind, looking at the sky. I'm just happy. And you start being grateful, and you're like, thank you, Lord, for my life. Thank you, Lord, for my breath. Thank you, Lord, for my consciousness. Thank you for me even existing. For the experience of experiencing your beauty, your creations. Thank you for the feeling of being, just being. When you sit down and you're grateful for just that, everything else leaves your mind. You're just done. You don't care about anything else. Not even family. And that's one of the harder things to let go of. That's why a lot of twins deal with death. I can't imagine losing a child. I don't want to experience that. I don't even want to speak it. But I've lost lovers. I've lost my dad. I've lost people. And having to let them go is hard. But once you tell the universe, I don't care about anything as much as I care about being grateful, then you've got nothing left to lose. And in that moment, the universe is like, wow, he or she is truly grateful. She is truly happy. She's reached enlightenment. He or she has reached the level of peace, love. And at that moment, you're able to show others the way. You're able to help others find peace when they have carnal desires, when they're cheating on their wives, when kids are crying at a store, when a family member is grieving over losing someone. When animals come to you, you notice that you're at peace with nature. If you go in nature and you notice dogs and cats and birds and creatures are all around you, you'll notice that your energy is one with nature and they can come to you very calmly. That's a sign. Like a horse walking up to you. They don't normally do that, but they sense a calmness with you. And if animals sense this energy and they see it, they feel it, how do you think people in general are going to see you? They're going to look at you and be like, wow, you've got something in you. You've got something that's different. You're not stuck to your phone. You're not paying attention to this person over here. You're just sitting here, at the picnic table at the park, and you're just like loving looking at the clouds. What the heck does this person have that I don't have? All of a sudden, the universe is going to put you into some kind of a scenario where you can reach out to someone and help them. Even just your presence, touching them, gives them a sense of peace. And they're like, oh, man, it feels good to be around this person. You ever meet people like that? I know people like that. I know people that if I've ever been in a heated argument with a family member or something, and this person just interjects and comes in with a calm demeanor, and it's like, okay, let's just calm down and look at this logically. The minute they come in, it's like, oh man, they just took down that tension in the room and brought it to zero. Just that one person's energy interjecting into a very bad situation can bring down that energy, and it's amazing. There's even a person, I don't know his name. You guys can Google him. But this special guy apparently has this amazing gaze. All he does is look at people. I don't know if you've heard of him. All he does is look at a crowd of people. People pay to go to these conventions with him where he stands on a stage and just looks through the crowd and looks at people. And people start crying. They start falling to their knees. They start wailing, like, oh my God, I feel so much better with him looking at me. It's not literally, I don't believe, just his gaze. It's his energy. This being, whoever's out there, is extremely peaceful and loving and healing, and his power is extending his aura like hundreds of feet. So I think personally he can literally extend his aura out, and they're not actually getting healed by looking at him. They're getting healed and loved and feeling wonderful by being in his bubble, being in his aura. And they feel it, and it's vibrating in them, and it's like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. I feel it. I feel this person. Kind of like how you feel when you're with your twin and you're romantic or whatever, and you have this burst of energy and love, and you feel wonderful. You feel one. Anyways, guys, so I'm blah, 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 blah about twins. Let me know if that resonates for you guys. That's kind of my feelings on the twin flame journey. Okay, so I hope that resonates. I hope that makes sense. Sorry for the super, super duper long reading. It happens with my channel. I wish you guys a very good night. Let's see, what are you guys saying over here? People don't die, they just move on to the next path of experience. That's right, Robert. I totally believe that. That's why meditation is important. That's right, Jessica. I believe that too. And losing someone recently, I've lost track. I mean, I'm no expert, guys. I'm a student just like you. But I have lost track of meditation and mantras because my life gets so busy, you know, losing my kid's father, having to get back in the track of life and work and home. It's easy to get distracted, and we all have to survive. It's just harder for a twin to reach enlightenment because they have so much self-work to do. And I think that's where the confusion comes in for a lot of people that do focus on twins. Here's where the confusion lies. They mix self-work with teamwork, and they think that the twins have to heal each other or work together or, you know, be fixed for one another. I don't know, but what I'm really feeling is it's self. It's all about self, and as soon as you're healed and you're vibrating in happiness, it's kind of simple. I mean, it's just being peaceful and happy. That's really all it is. As soon as a twin can feel peaceful and happy with themselves and they don't need anyone or anything to fulfill them to be happy, when they're truly just a happy person, then that's their energy. And all of a sudden, everything comes to them that's happy. And their love comes to them, most importantly. Your other half comes back. Lenoska, it's probably because they sense you have a higher vibration of light. Ooh, I missed something good here. I don't know. They even tell me their issues or whatever situation. I can just be waiting for them on the bus and something reaches out and I can be there and they're saying their whole life story. That's very cool. That's your energy. Yeah, people just can resonate with a spiritual energy, a loving, healing energy. They just want to talk. They want to give you some of that baggage, you know, so you can heal it. Some people can be an energy vampire. They can take your energy and leave you depleted. And sometimes if you're an empath, you can pick up on other people's energies and make yourself feel dark. So just be careful. Always protect yourself. But if you're really strong, Lenoska, and someone's hurting and they're talking to you, you do have the power to take their energy, transform it, transmute it, and hand it back in a loving light. And they're healed. So that's pretty cool. My DM says I'm over-friendly and too inviting. Lenoska, that's your personality. He needs to grow. He needs to grow. Whoever had a loss, I am so sorry. It looks like somebody had a loss. I'm sorry. I know what it feels to lose. So if someone did lose someone, I'm very, very sorry. And I'm sending you lots of love and light. Oops, Steph is bursting. Hey, what am I bursting about, Robert? What am I bursting about? Oh, these are a few of my favorite things, Mary Poppins. That's cute. Oh, when the dog barks, when the bee stings, and I'm feeling sad. I do love that song. Yeah. You guys are so cute. Well, I hope this resonates for some of you guys. And I hope that this twin journey serves you well. And I'm here to encourage you, and we're here to encourage each other. And every single one of you has what it takes. Every single one of you. So I pray that you find it. And most importantly, more than union, I pray that you find union and happiness with yourself. Because once you're really happy with you, nothing else matters. And this union and the outcomes and the situations have no effect. My best remedy too would be animals. Animals have a funny way of making you feel happy. Children too. They just don't have a care in the world. And people that have like Down syndrome, so happy. Have you ever met them? Hang out with them for a day. They're like so loving and so happy and beautiful people. And they will lift your spirits up big time. Okay? So I hope you find it. I hope you find some happiness and some peace. Remember, just breathe and just keep swimming. You're doing a fabulous job. This journey's a piece of cake. Keep telling yourself that. Okay? That's why I want to move out of town and have more animals. Me too. Man, if I had it all, I would so have a farm. I love horses. I love cows. I love goats. I love chickens. I love ducks. I love kittens and puppies. I want a farm. I love them. But you know where, if you don't have the access to a bunch of animals, Buddha says you must find that core memory of great joy that can restore you to your happy place. I love that, Robert. I love it. I don't know if everyone else can resonate with this, and maybe a lot of you do, but I live close to nature, and whenever I go out, oh, I love it. I love to walk barefoot. I love sticking my feet in the grass. I love to walk in creeks barefoot. The cold water and the rocks and just feeling it rush between my feet. If you live at a beach, I love the feel of squishy sand sinking between your toes with the ocean tide. I love gazing at the moon. I love looking at the moon. She's so beautiful. The stars, I love it. The clouds, the air, I love watching birds. I love looking at trees. It's beautiful. And I just find peace. I love it. And you know, I'm one of those weird people that I actually have a cell phone, but I don't have service. For my age, that's ridiculous. Everyone's like, you need to get a cell phone. I kind of like not being able to be bothered. I actually am weird. I'm a little secret about myself. I'm sharing with you, my friends, a little secret about myself. I like no one being able to reach me. I don't care if it's an emergency. I like the good old days. I'll find out when I need to find out. Now, if you have a cell phone, you can dial 911 for an emergency regardless. So I really don't need a cell phone for that. If family wants to reach me so desperately, I will let them know where I'm going for the day. If it's that important, come find me. But I don't have cell phone service, and I like it that way. I don't like people being able to call me whenever they want, at their beck and call, and distract my moments of peace. I don't like it. Maybe that's some good advice for you guys. I don't know. It does save me money every month. I still have a cell phone. I just don't have the service, and I use Wi-Fi wherever I can. but it does have some peace. Then, you know, cars are basic. I just need to get from point A to point B. I have a decent car. I don't have a super awesome car. Maybe I just don't have the desire. You know what I mean? I'm really grateful that I have 2 legs and 2 arms and I can walk. Like, I am just happy I'm mobile. I'm happy I can have kids. I'm happy that I have a home. I don't need tons of things. I would like to travel. That's just to enjoy more places, more beauty. But, you know, I do find that there's some peace when people are just happy with what you have. Was I always like this? No. I used to want the biggest, best car and the best, most newest phone. And, you know, I wanted the newest clothes, the newest styles, the newest purses. I got to a point where I'm like, why would I spend all this money on a purse and I've got no money to put in it? Why would I have this beautiful, amazing car and I've got hardly any money to go anywhere in it? What, am I just going to drive to the grocery store and be happy that I look good in my car? You know, I learned that there's a lot more to life than that. In my younger years with relationships, I learned when I was younger, like 20 years ago, I wanted to be in love and I wanted them to take care of me. I wanted them to fulfill my happiness, to take the place of my parents in a way, to take the place of my friends, take the place of everything else that made me happy, almost take the place of God. Just put myself into my relationship, lose myself completely, be happy because they want me. That was 20 years ago. I had to lose them and realize, wow, I lost my happiness. How can I be happy again? I had to get happy again. But what do? You look for somebody else to make you happy. You feel like you need somebody else to make you happy. Went through that. Went through losing parents, right? So did my twin. The security of knowing that your parents are always going to be there for you. That if you have to reach out to them for financial assistance or advice, that it's healing for you and you can reach them. I had to learn that sometimes you can't. I lost my father. Can never reach him again. I had to learn to be strong and independent and learn that I have to support myself in every way, financially, mentally, emotionally. Losing people that you love and you're learning you have to do this on your own. And that it's better because all of a sudden you take the pressure off of other people to make you happy. They subconsciously don't have that pressure. They're like, wow, you just want to be with me because you want to be with me because you can. You don't have to. You don't need me. You just want me. And that feels good. And it feels good to be with someone just because you want them. Not because what they can offer you. Not because they make you happy. Not because they're your other half and you need them to be happy. Just because you want to spend time with them. And you get to the point where you can go out to eat by yourself. You can go to a bar. I'm not saying go to a bar, but I'm saying you can go to a bar by yourself, come in, smile at everybody in the room, feel confident, sit at the bar, order a drink, and just feel good. You don't have to feel like I have to look in my phone. Oh, I'm not here by myself. I'm texting people. Or you can walk down the street without in your phone. Like you can just walk down the street and just be like, oh, this is beautiful. Look at the sky. Look at these dogs. You know, be aware of your surroundings. You know, go to the movies by yourself. I'm not saying you have to live your life by yourself. I'm just saying experience some of these things. See how you do. Test it out. Can you be happy going to the movies by yourself? Getting your best favorite drink? Picking Milk Duds and popcorn because it's flippin' awesome and you love it? Watching a movie? Saying what you want in the movie without someone saying, shh, be quiet? And just sitting there and having fun with yourself? Wow. Yeah, it's possible. And it feels good. And you don't need anyone to do it with. You just need yourself. Do you have to do that every day? No. But it's nice to do it and just see how you do. Just see that it's fun to date yourself. It's fun to date you. Are you fun to date? Are you somebody wants to spend time with? Check yourself out. If you're depressed and miserable, do you think anyone else wants to be with you? I'm not saying that that's the case for everybody. I'm just saying. Love yourself. And all of a sudden, people are going to adore you and want to be with you. That's all I'm saying. It's an attraction, and it is the law of attraction. All right, guys. Well, I'm yakety yacked your ears off tonight. I've hopefully rocked you to sleep. It's late. Enjoy this beautiful eclipse. I know we're not seeing it, but you're feeling it. You are feeling the effects of the eclipse. So enjoy it. Enjoy the beautiful things that are going to come from it. Be grateful for this breath you have to breathe, the rest you get to have, and the next day you get to see. Thank you for being my friend. Thank you for watching my channel. And I hope to see you again. I love you all, and I wish you lots of love and light. Good night, guys.